Go.
Everything grows from every new experience. Every new experience you create in your mind. Everything is infinite. Everything grows. Everything is alive. Nothing is logic. Nothing is confinement. Nothing is reason. So as you imagine, as you experience, as you talk, as you be, you are enlightened continuously in the infinite. Everything grows from every new experience. Every new experience you create in your mind. Everything is infinite. Everything grows. Everything is alive. Nothing is logic. Nothing is confinement. Nothing is reason. So as you imagine, as you experience, as you talk, as you be, you are enlightened continuously in the infinite.
Bruticus, you're back! Decided to take that old journey, return to some familiar places in search for some kind of answer. I went back across the many trails from which I had gained my perspective and state of mind, through the hills of self-creation, away from the city of illusion, past the barriers of the war tribe, and finally by the desert of despair. I crossed the path of the small child seeking shelter and went on to the place where he resided in, away from his tiny shack in the middle of destitution. This place was a place almost beyond from where I had started from. It was a mystery forest I knew only my subconscious. Its skinny trees were gathered up, stretching towards their prayers in skinny bunches, creating different realms of mystery. I shuffled through the falling autumn leaves, in the midst of the red breeze engulfing all the trees. And I continued in this darkness until I came to a mobile home. So far, different realms, parts of society, so many cultural differences in such a small space of land, interesting observations. But what I was going to say, Bruticus, was that I'd like to advise you to write down, maybe learn from Omeron or what Redlin already knows about the scriptures, writing your experience with your journey, which I'm requiring for a document for you to hold in all time through infinity. Yes, that's a good idea. I'll get to work with that. But I do want the standards.
Meanwhile, as Crimson lies in the middle of the deserted Zeon plains, nearly dying while red sand keeps piling on top of him, the Star Cops who exiled him there arrested a nearby outpost. Officers Glitch, Nick, and their captain, Mike Starfire, discussed Crimson's fate over a round of maroon Starset drinks. The spaceport station hangar's bar was a quiet, subdued place with low lighting where travelers could reunite. It offered shelter from the fierce sandstorms in the planet Zeon. Commander Starfire, what if Crimson is telling the truth and he really doesn't know where Gnome Star 7 is located? We cannot risk giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's still guilty by association with the renegade traitors who left our Zeon Colony to go there. They rejected our world and we have a job to do, so we must find them.
But if he's telling the truth and he really doesn't know where his friends are because they abandoned him, then he is no use to us.
That very well may be. Even if he doesn't know their location, he'll still try and protect their anonymity and identity.
What should we do with him? Communications Officer Nick Melvins asked the captain.
No, he's not, what?
What should we do with him, yo?
Yeah, he's not really a Star Cop. Radar control glitch.
Yeah, radar control glitch, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, about to stop, huh? Well, give him a tediously low-paying job where he can barely afford to survive. With, just so we can keep a closer eye on him. That way he can't afford to escape, since he won't be able to pay for any vacations when his employers wouldn't let him choose the days off for the holidays with it. Distant traveling services anyways. We'll monitor him every time a laser scanner reads his ultra programming control barcode wrist tattoo or that they imprinted on him while he was unconscious when he checks in for work.
I just had a great idea. We could make him a trans-dimensional time media gate.
Distant traveling services anyways. We'll monitor him every time a laser scanner reads his ultra programming control barcode wrist tattoo or that they imprinted on him while he was unconscious when he checks in for work.
I just had a great idea. We could make him a trans-dimensional time media gateway around the Zeon spacewalk.
Hey, yeah. You may make him a trans-dimensional media gateway guard at the Zeon spaceport, the 7 supernova of Scorpius. That way we'll know when anything out of the ordinary happens, since he has to report to us. Even in an old friend, if this is secretly crossed back over a dimension of space from its own time, and we'll know it. And accidentally give him away the Dome Star planet's hidden location, and we'll be watching. Yeah, you got eyes on him, and you won't even know it.
That is a great idea, in fact, but I don't know if he'll go for it. Or we could put him in the tunnels with the Guat spiders and give him a sword with medieval armor by which to defend himself against those alien monsters. Maybe we could reunite the others outside if he survives the test. We have to make it sound like we're offering him a great opportunity to join the Galactic Star Cup, but it might be very risky. If he rebels and doesn't do the job, we could send him to the lizard tunnels, pits of green slime, and miles of pipeline as punishment. But eventually he might escape. What if he discovers a way to return to the non-conformist planet without us knowing while he's guarding the galactic gateway that we must assign to him?
Hopefully he'll lead us to the long-lost planet. Either we'll...
Zippity bop, zippity boo, zippity dippity dappity doo, zippity bippity boppity boo, alakawashka, yubgidosbik, what derves, Wallakalusha, Arshkins, Largan, Wargan, Largan, Zenit in the Senate, I said it in the Senate, I said it in the Zenit, day. Reviding back home, I'm promising a moan, and they just skew away. Intergovernmental trinkets of organic chaos constructing this way. Whatever I run into, I just hope it's a parallel universe and not a black hole off skew. But the aliens will come and collect me. When they come and salvage this planet's records, they will find me in the history belt. So they know what went wrong with man and their experiment. I am the new installed video camera of the aliens' experiments.
Conformist planet without us knowing while he's guarding the galactic gateway that we must assign to him.
Hopefully he'll lead us to the long-lost planet. Either willingly or unknowingly, obviously. It's like the tail of the fish god floating in the aquarium, contemplating where in and why the food comes from the sky. As the fish eye sees our magnified faces, it can't help but wonder if we are like gods to the fish when we take care of them. What if it was the other way around and they could manipulate their environment, only it was space? They could build their little vacuum planets with little enough air for us to live on like we were fish pets floating in the galaxy together in a gargantuan aquarium of cosmic dimensions. You're suggesting that we are just waiting for some alien to come along and take care of our needs. That's blasphemy. There'll be no more talk of that. I could have your firearm license suspended for saying that, but I'll let it slide this one time because we have a mission to accomplish. We don't have to tell him that the long-lost planet is in the general vicinity, but since he will be warned that we'll be watching him, he'll probably be extra paranoid already. Even the dimensional gate guards working there as well mentioned that the Starcop League is paying us a substantial amount of money for the discovery of the long-lost planet in Gnome Star 7 Sector. Even if you discovered the planet, you wouldn't own it. Oh, yes, but control over a natural resource mine like that one would be worth zillions to Planet Zeon's government officials.
The government already has invested interest in the hydroelectric fuel industry. They've been looking for another source of the water to power their spaceships ever since they nearly exhausted Earth's supply, as well as Mars ice, which is becoming even more of a limited resource in the Galactic Trade Confederacy. There's no proof that this mystery gnome planet, however, even has an H2O on it at all.
It is rumored that the long-lost planets we are looking for another less expensive resource, or if they have discovered a way to power spaceships with an alternative energy source, then it could threaten to put the H2O monopoly out of business. Our government doesn't want that.
I'm sure every archaeologist, scientist, and government wants their hands on the alien tentacles on that planet.
Yes. That is why the reward is so high, and if any one of you helps me find the planet of the gnomes, I would be willing to consider splitting some of the bounty, or even offering a share to Crimson Sunflower if he can lead us there.
Speaking of Crimson Sunflower, we better check on him soon. He could be dying of dehydration out there in Zeon's red-hot desert.
Good point. Let's get this show on the road, so to speak.
What do you mean by that?
It's an idiom. Basically, let's get this mission going. Essentially what I'm saying. It's a sandstorm. We better use our infrared visors to locate him. Be sure to bundle up your Starcop armor.
But keep going. Without your friend, just keep going. Doesn't matter where it's gonna go, where it's gonna go. It just is there. It's like sometimes you have one and one foot through. It's a roof beat. And then you read creative, big foot.